Hey Sutter, I just want to go over some things that we learned before you started doing school at home. And this is going to help you with some papers that you're going to do this week in your work packet that I sent home with you. So the first thing I want to go over are nouns. Now we've been talking about nouns for a while now, and you're doing really well with them. You know that nouns are people, places, and things. They can be only those three items. It can be a person, a place, or a thing. And these are the ones that you named when you were in school. Dad, Uncle, Brody, Stephen, firefighters, Aunt, Mama, Malls, and yourself, Sutter. All of these are examples of nouns. Places you and I named: the beach, a house, a movie theater, a library, a mall, and a school. And then things, we know that things can be pretty much anything around, and so we named just a few. We named lions, letters, sun, story map, markers, people, poster, and pencils. But we know that there's a lot more things that we could also have as nouns too. Now remember, when I'm talking about nouns, if I'm just talking about one thing, it'll be a singular noun, like one dog. But if I'm talking about two or more things, then we call that plural, and that would be like 3 dogs. And you have to put the S on the end to make it plural. This week you're going to be doing a worksheet that is going to give you a picture, and it's going to give you a singular word for that picture and a plural word for that picture. And you're going to have to choose and look and see, is there one of those things in the picture, or are there 2 or more where I need to add the S? I believe the first one is the picture of one little bug, and you have to choose, do you use bug or bugs for one bug? You would use just bug, because one bug is singular. You do not need an S on the end. Okay, I know you're going to do good on that. And then also we have talked about verbs. Verbs are action words. They're things that you can do, things that you can see other things do. And so some of the ones that we named were play, dance, go, look, fight, eat, run, work, jump, hop, fly. All those kinds of things are verbs. So you also have a verb sheet in your packet this week that you are going to read the word and decide if it's a verb. And if it is a verb, you're going to color it whatever color it says to, okay? So I know you'll do well on that. This is something new. We haven't talked about adjectives. Adjectives are words that tell us about nouns. So they describe nouns. They'll tell us about people, places, and things. Adjectives make life interesting. So when you're talking about a flower, like I have up here, instead of just saying that flower is over there, you could say that pretty, tiny, purple, soft flower is over there. Now that's a lot more interesting to listen to than me just talking about a flower. I want you to tell me more about that flower so I can see it, so I can understand what it looks like, how big it is, how many are there, what does it feel like, what does it smell like, those kinds of things. And so adjectives are words that we use to describe nouns. When I say describe, I just means it tells us more about it. It gives us more detail. So in the middle I have here, the center of the flower says adjectives. And I know you're probably thinking, Miss Brittany, that does not begin with an A right there. I made a mistake. That's supposed to be an A-D-J instead of a D. So I'm sorry about that. But in the middle, it's supposed to say adjectives, and then every petal of this flower is something that an adjective can tell us about a noun. So I'm going to start right here, okay? If I'm going to tell about something, I can tell what it looks like. So I could say it's pretty, or or it's not pretty, it's ugly, okay? So we can use adjectives to tell what things look like. So an example of that would be pretty. Pretty tells me what something looks like. I like to look at it. It's nice looking. Or, ooh, it's real ugly. Oh, I don't want to see it anymore. All right, so adjectives can tell us that. Adjectives can also tell us the shape of something. Like, is it round like a ball? Is it a square table? Is it a triangle piece of pizza? All right, so we can use adjectives to tell us about the shape of things. So I'm gonna use round for an example for shape. So I'm gonna put round here. Also, adjectives are words that tell us the color that things are. So any color that you could think of. If you say the sun is yellow, or that is a yellow sun, then the adjective is yellow. It tells us what color that sun is. It's not orange, it's not red, it's not rainbow, it's yellow. So we know more about the sun. So for color, we could write yellow. Adjectives also tell us about the size of things. Is it big and huge and gigantic? Or is it teeny tiny, small, little bitty things, okay? So anytime we describe a noun, we could say if it's big or small or medium size, right? So the size is going to be, I'm just going to put my example for little. The next thing that adjectives can do is to tell us how many. That would be a number. A number of how many flowers you see or how many birds you see flying in the sky. An adjective is going to tell me more about what you see and give me a number. So it could be any number. I'm just going to put 2 right here to kind of help me remember what number means on this petal. Adjectives also tell me what things feel like. When I touch an apple, is it smooth or is it rough? When I go outside and I rub my hand on the side of a tree, is it really rough? Is it bumpy? Is it hard? All those words are adjectives to describe what a tree feels like. So what it feels like, I could say soft, like a blanket. A blanket would be soft, so the adjective to describe a blanket is soft. Also, adjectives can tell us what it sounds like, all right? So if I say that music is playing, well, that doesn't tell me much about the music. But if I say that loud music is playing, then you know that I'm talking about some music that's really loud and I don't like hearing it, all right? Or, can you turn that radio up? It's too soft. The radio is soft right now. It's very quiet. That tells me what it sounds like also. It gives me more information about the noun. So, sounds like, I'm going to put, I'll put quiet on sounds like. All right, so there's our new thing for the week. Adjectives, they tell us about nouns. They can tell us what they look like, the shape of them. What color are they? How big or small are they? How many? What it feels like or what it sounds like. So you have a sheet that you're going to do. Actually, it's a journal for this week that you're going to write about Mother Bruce. And you're going to give me some adjectives that tell me about him. Is he happy? Is he mad? Is he grumpy? Is he a white bear? Is he a brown dog? Is he big? Is he small? You'll have to figure out as you read the book this week some adjectives that you can write in your journal to tell me about Mother Bruce. So good luck to you, Sutter. I know you're going to do a great job. I cannot wait to see what you do this week.